YouTube. It is the 26th of January today. Haven't done a backyard update in a while, so here we go. So here's one of our basil plants. It's another one. We've just given the chilies a haircut a couple of days ago. So we've got a olive tree here up on the patio area. We've got our tomatoes, we've got chili plants, basil plants, an eggplant. Doesn't seem to want to flower at the moment, but that's okay. We're getting quite a few tomatoes, as you can see, from our tomato varieties. Alright, so I've just been harvesting the thornless blackberry at the moment, so this one is this morning's harvest. And as you can see, the plant is huge, it's laden with berries, and the first year canes are insane and going everywhere. So when this is finished producing its fruit, we will trim back all the branches that have produced fruit because they're second year canes and they'll never fruit again. They're going to die anyway, and these massive first year canes that don't have fruit but have really beautiful leaves are going to be next year's fruiters. So as you can see, loads and loads and loads of berries, and you can see where I've picked from already. I love blackberries. So the fence that used to run along here has been pulled out because the silverberries finished their fruiting a number of weeks ago, and I've started next year's trellises with the first year canes. So I've decided that I want more entry points to be able to get into, so I'm going to train them up and along, zigzag them down and across between them, zigzag them down at the back. I've also got the native raspberry just there. I'm hoping that it'll get more pollination next year. I'm thinking it was a bit drowned out by the silverberry. They all overlapped each other this year, so hopefully this method will actually give me a bit more, or some, native raspberries next year because they're purple and tiny and sweet and beautiful. These tomato plants were actually a bit of a surprise down here. I didn't actually know that they were growing, but surprise, surprise, and look at those amazing tomatoes. So I staked them up. They're not staying very long, so the stakes don't have to be perfect, just enough to give them support. And then once they're done, they'll be pulled out anyway. So I don't have to worry about them clogging up that entry point. I have raspberries, yellow wax beans, which I've done a lot of harvesting already, but you can see the next lot coming through. It only takes about 2 to 3 days to get a load of full-sized beans. And then these are only bush beans, so they don't climb on anything, they support themselves. So when they're done, they'll be pulled out and the raspberries will be at the front. But I'm not sure if I'm going to leave the raspberries there or if I'm going to create a new location for those. I've got my glass gem corn. It's not going very well. It didn't transplant well from the pots that were around that side. So I actually got some more seeds. We had, when I planted them, we still had 128 days till the next predicted frost, so I just looked that up online and then I popped them in. So in this space I've got the mushroom compost that we got from the Canberra Sand and Gravel just near us, and I popped in some watermelon starts. That's actually Rosella, so we'll see if that actually works. It's my first year growing that. So I'm not sure if it has enough time or not, but we'll see. And in this space I've got things like melons, pumpkins, sunflowers, bush beans, climbing beans that are closer to the fence, and things like that. So hopefully I'm looking for a next crop that's picked just before, probably the fortnight before the predicted frost. So not a lot of time to get a lot of harvest on things. Also green husk tomatillos I put in there as well. So I'm just hoping to get another wave to make this space more productive instead of just a bare space that I wait until winter to prune it back anyway. So we've been having a heat wave at the moment, so we've put some more shade in, and under here